Hello and welcome back to ARK. As you can see, we're back on the island. Things happened, not good things, and I kind of rage quit for a minute, but I'm back and I got over it. It took a few minutes. I threw a tantrum, but I'm okay now. I'm going to share with you some of the things that happened while I was out and about over at Carno Island. Let me show you what happened. It was not good, trust me. So I took the Rex out. I figured, hey, he's a 150. He's leveling him up. I got the other Rex with me just in case. So she's low level, but I figured she could give him some backup. So we took him out. He was doing so good. He was killing Rexes. He was killing Argents. He was killing Raptors. They were just doing an awesome job, and I was leveling him up. And I came around a corner, and I saw red, so I knew there was something over there. But I also saw this Rex. So I started fighting the Rex, because why not? We're killing everything on the beach, and he was a 95, so it wasn't too bad. So we're killing the Rex, and I look over. Oh, it's not one Alpha Carno, it's two Alpha Carnos. I'm like, I don't know about this. But my Rex is doing so well, and he's kicking some serious butt, and he's barely taking any damage at all. So I figured, hey, what the heck? We can do this, right? So we got in there, started fighting. Doing okay. Not doing bad. It was fine. We're good. We're good. Health is okay. We're doing good. And then, out of the blue, this happens. Yeah. The other alpha joins in. I don't mind fighting alphas. Fighting two alphas, not something I like. So we're fighting. And I don't see the hit points because it turned off somehow. I don't know why I don't see hit points. But I didn't see them. And then this thing got up underneath me and was pushing me. And I'm still chomping, but I'm not sure if I'm biting this crazy thing. And my female's over there by herself with that alpha, and then that happened. She died. I was like, great. So what happens then? And I'm dying because it's so cold. And what happens then? Yeah. Here comes the other Carno, and they're underneath me, and I'm biting and biting and biting, but I don't know if I'm even hitting them, and I can't move. I'm stuck like Chuck. I could not move, and I knew this was going to turn bad. Yeah, they killed my Rex. I was heartbroken at that point. I was so angry. I just took off running. There's a Rex over on my left. There's Carnos. There's Raptors. I'm like, oh God, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. So I just ran. I ran and hoped for the best. I was running for that little island that we're staying on and hoping that things would happen. I hear somebody eat something. I'm like, oh gosh, I hope they're not on my butt. And I'm already dying. And then that happened. Yeah. It wasn't pleasant. I was so mad. But then I said, okay. So I went back out because why not? And I found this 145 male. Okay, he's not a 150, but he is a 145. Not bad looking Rex, so I brought him and put him in the pen. And I'm going to tell you, putting these animals in the pen is not near as easy as it used to be in old ARK. This ARK, it is a pain in the behind. That boy did not want to go in this pen, no matter what I did. I chased him around. I tried to sweet talk him. I showed him some Argent behind and everything. He'd go in and go around it. And then I finally got him in it, and then he just turned around and left out of it. Said, nope, I'm not going in there. So I had to entice him again. This time I just kind of stayed in the pen, hoping that would bring him into the pen, which it did. And I finally got him in the pen. My poor Argent was taking some heat on that. I finally got him in the pen, got it closed off, and we knocked him out. Just once you get him in the pen, it's all about just shooting him in the face and knocking him out. Stuffed him full of prime meat, and then I just went about my business because it's going to take a long time for him to get up, right? You would think everything's going to be hunky-dory there. Oh, no. No. Nothing's ever hunky-dory in ARK. So I went over and I was just killing stuff and flying around looking for a female Rex. I had a bunch of meat from killing all the stuff on the island. So I decided, okay, so I'm going to go in here and get some tools and stuff. I was trying to unload my bird and put stuff away and just do stuff. And I needed to cook some meat because I didn't have any meat to eat. And then that happened. We got attacked by an alpha carno. An alpha carno. And I had my trank darts on my bow. So I had to switch out my darts. I'm thinking, oh my god, this is not good. This is not good. So all I could do was just shoot him. I mean, he was trying to get me. The animals were fighting. Where everybody's fighting. It was horrible. It was terrible. And then Sunshine got killed. Oh, I just lost 2 Rexes now. Lost Sunshine. So we're fighting. We're fighting. The Rex is still knocked out. I'm hoping he didn't kill the Rex that's laying over there on the ground. I'm hoping. And we're just kept on fighting. I mean, what can we do? There's nothing I can do. I had to kill this thing. I mean, I had to kill him. The birds are doing good, I think. I don't know. I couldn't see the dadgum numbers, and then Red died. At that point, I was done with this game. I was so mad. I lost both my Rexes. I lost Sunshine. I lost Rex. I'm going to lose my 150 male Argent. I don't even know if the Rex in the pen is still alive. I'm so frustrated at this point that all I wanted to do was just quit on the spot. Just quit on the spot. And I thought, there's no way I can get by this. So I was just going to grab my Argents and fly away. But I couldn't get them to stop. I mean, I was so frustrated. I couldn't work the buttons. I just didn't know what to do. And when I called them, tried to get them to come to me, the one that came to me is the one I didn't care about, the female. The 110 female, because that's what I had tamed. I wanted my 150. I had my 150 Argent in that mess, and I'm like, okay, that's it. If we're gonna die, we're gonna die together. So I just kept shooting, and he finally went down. Both my Argents were okay. I mean, they were beat to crap, but they lived, and I was just done. At that point, I was just done. I was so mad. So I just took a break, and I did get the Rex, and I took a little break because of anger. I had anger issues, but I brought him home, and while I was over there having anger issues, trying to line everybody up to bring them home, I did this. Yeah. A little Carno was running around. I started to kill him, and then I said, it's not his fault. So I tamed him, and he was a level 20. Or level 30, sorry, level 30. And now he's a level 39 from just standing around waiting. And I also tamed up a 130 Sabertooth. And I figured I would let them follow my Rex, and they could be bait for sharks. Because the Rex can swim pretty fast. I mean, they're pretty fast. So I just had everybody follow me, and I just hoped that the sharks would eat the Carno and eat the Sabertooth and not my Rex. And we did. We got attacked. Almost to the beach, we got attacked. I didn't even look back. I did not look back. I just kept going. My job was to save my Rex. That's all I cared about, was saving my Rex. And I saved him. I was so happy. And my birds, of course, they were going to be saved. But I look back, yeah, there's an alpha shark and 2 other sharks. I don't know how we made it back. I have no idea. And then the Dillo had the nerve, after all that, a Dillo had the nerve to attack us. I have no idea how we made it, but we did. So I jumped on my Argent, because Argents are better, and we were going to get ready to go through the swamp, and I didn't know how I was going to do that yet, but I knew I wasn't going to go on the ocean side, so I was probably going to have to go inland some. So I had everybody follow the Argent. This is my 150 Argent. I'm protecting him. And the Rex. Everything else is expendable, but not the Rex and not this 150. So we just headed out. I had everybody. They were all good. Everybody's good. We just headed out. So we headed up the shoreline, and when we got to the swamp, I went inland. I picked up the Sabertooth because he's so small, I just couldn't see what he was doing. And the Rex is such a beast. I mean, he was taking down everything. Yeah, nothing had a chance with the Rex. He was just taking it all down, eating them all up. I loved it. Yeah, he's a bad mama jama. So we just skirted. It's so pretty up here. It's so very pretty up close to the swamp. And I've never seen so many Therazinos in my life. I don't think there's any other map that has Therazinos as much as the island does. They're everywhere, everywhere. So I tried to avoid them as much as I possibly could because those are beasts. They can really do some damage, and I didn't want to get my Rex killed, so I tried to avoid them as much as possible. But I have to give ARK a big thumbs up because the Rex in the old ARK, the Rex got stuck on a twig. You know, I mean, you're walking along and you look back and your Rex can't move because he's on a tree or some silliness. But this Rex, he can maneuver. I mean, he knocks down trees, he goes around stuff. Look at him. He don't care. He's like, I'm coming through. Get out of my way. He'll go around obstacles. I think that's awesome. That is a big, big plus. A big plus. And of course, we're trying to go in, so we're taking the easiest route we can find along the beach now, because we made it through the swamp, thank goodness. And now we just have to travel down this beach a ways, and then we got another long swim. Ugh, got my heart in my throat here. So I'm going down the beach, and there's a Therizino. Yeah. And they're everywhere, so, and this is a low level. I figured the Rex can handle that. The Rex and the bird and the Carno, they can handle that Therizino. And I was right. Because as soon as that Therizino picked a fight, yeah, the Rex ate him. He had no chance. No chance whatsoever. Good job, Rexy. So we kept flying. I'm not sure what that was, but something tried to mess with the Rex, and they learned the hard way. And then I got attacked by bugs, and I had to drop the saber tooth. It's just one thing after another. And at this point, I was kind of done. I was done. I mean, I really didn't even want to do this, but I didn't want to leave them on the island anymore because I was afraid that something would come along, another alpha or something, and I didn't want to lose the Rex. So I figured it'd be better just try to get them home. Wow, that trike was tough. I didn't even see what level that trike was, but I'm sure it was a high level. Yeah, this poor little Ocarno's so beat up. I'd be surprised if he makes it, but I don't care. If he protects my Rex, that's all I care about. And the bird, of course, she's fine. She's up in the air. She's fine. And I'm almost home. I mean, look, we only got that big swim, and we'll be home. We can do this. So I grabbed up the saber tooth and I headed out to get to the corner. And I decided that right here I would just stop and make sure everybody was leveled up because I'm so scared. I don't want to lose any more animals. And this poor little old guy, isn't he pitiful? Look at that. Let's give him a little bit of melee. And my Rex, of course, he's leveled up so much, but I wanted to get his health over 10,000. My 150, his health was over 10,000 from the giddy up. I miss him already. But I figured, what the hey, this guy's going to be just as good. And we're going to go back to Carno Island. It's just not right this second. I've been thinking about what to do with the farm and everything, and we need to get us a greenhouse going so we can do kibble. I can't reach her, and I'm not going to mess with it. So we can do kibble. So there's some utility animals that we have to go get. So I picked up the saber tooth, and we headed over to the island, and all I could do was just cross my fingers and hope that the sharks were not out in abundance. Yeah, that's all I could hope. And then as I started across, yeah, an itchy bird. I hate those birds. That's the way you end out a very bad time, is with being attacked by an itchy bird. But thank goodness my girl went over there and beat him up. Yeah, we're going to wait. We waited for her to come back because we didn't want to lose her. I mean, she is our breeder. She's not the greatest. I do want to get more female Argents, but she's alright. And we all made it. I can't believe that little 39 Carno made it, but he did. He made it. Look at him. He's so proud of himself. And of course the Rex made it. I heard him pounding around. Yeah, there he is. He's pounding around here somewhere. I hear his big feet. But we all made it. So it was wonderful. I was so happy. And I decided I would just take the bird and go out and get us some utility animals because we got to advance. So that's what we're going to do. I took the bird, I flew over to the mainland, and I picked up this guy. That's right, we got us a Doedicurus. I did not know that Doedicurus do not get on the island. I would think Hovevore Island would have Doedicurus, but no. So I tamed up Rocket, put a saddle on her, and we went out and did some more farming. But I knew that there's one more animal that we needed. So we went ahead and we decided that that's what we were going to do, was go out there and get us this animal, an Oviraptor. I know that the Oviraptors pick up eggs, and when you start breeding and eggs dropping on the ground, I don't want to have to stand around and wait for the eggs to hatch or for the for anything. So I went ahead and got us an Oviraptor. Now, I did not know that Oviraptors collected eggs. I don't know if that was on ASE, but I know on this one that Oviraptors do collect eggs. So I went ahead and knocked out the Oviraptor, and then I saw this, a fin. And don't look to the left. I'll talk about that later. So I saw a fin, and it was a 115. A 115. So I decided, okay, we could use a 115 in our life since we don't have a shark anymore. The female shark, I don't know what happened to it. When I came back, it was gone. I don't know. There's no bag, so I don't know if she died out in the ocean. I don't know what happened to her. She was gone, though. So I figured, what the heck? We'll try this. Look at that shadow. Can you imagine being out in the ocean swimming? I don't know how you surfers do it, because I would be terrified all the time. I don't even go to beaches. I'm not a water baby. You know, I spent 3 years in Hawaii. I was stationed at Fort Shafter. And I'm going to tell you, I can count on one hand how many times I went into the ocean. And it was never in deep water. I'm just not a water baby. There's too many things in there that want to eat your face off. So, nope. Lakes, ponds, I don't do any of that. Nope. Especially things I can't see the bottom. At least in the ocean you can see the bottom, or if you're up close enough to shore. So I knocked this guy out, because why not? I couldn't believe he just stayed right there. It's like, okay, sure, I'll knock you out, no problem. There we go. Just take it. Yeah. So I tamed up the Oviraptor, and I tamed up the shark. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Yeehaw! We made it.